Has anyone else noticed that there's barely any good anime coming out anymore? Remember when we used to get stuff like Code Geass, Akame ga Kill, Attack on Titan, No Game No Life, Another, Tokyo Ghoul, Death Note, Blood Sea, Dead Man Wonderland, and High School of the Dead? Man, those were the days. When I was younger, I used to watch every anime I could get my hands on. I would watch the episodes on YouTube all day and night, pushing off homework, chores, piano practice, and any personal responsibilities I had. And that's because that shit was amazing. I couldn't get enough of those stupid tropes with a simpy protagonist falling into hordes of girls every moment of his pathetic life. As stupid as all of it was the best TV I ever watched. The comedy was gold, the drama was fantastic, the character development was unlike anything I'd ever witnessed, and eventually, I fell in love with anime. Of course, when I got older, I had less time to watch new shows coming out. College and work took a hold of my life, and pretty soon I wasn't watching any anime at all. So recently I've been making the effort to watch what I've missed, and record it for myself and anyone else who wants to see it. And to be honest, I don't think I've been missing much. The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil didn't make me feel much of anything. It absolutely wasn't what I was expecting from the title of the show. Listen, you can do whatever you want with your story. You can make whatever rules and characters and themes, but if you make something, you've got to use it. The entire plot behind this show is that demons and angels are at war with each other, and they're sending representatives to Earth to help them win. But that plotline is entirely forgotten during most of the show. This show is mostly just a romantic comedy focusing on forbidden romance. I think the author wanted all the gimmicks of an angel and demon's powers, but the whole war between heaven and hell really takes a backseat. My main problem with this show is that I've seen it a million times before. It's incredibly similar to every generic romance, slice of life anime. Boy meets girl, girl sexually assaults boy. Actually, that part's not as common. Boy is enslaved by girl, which allows them to bond. And through plenty of shenanigans and intimate moments, they eventually fall for each other. Along the way, we have a fun little cast of characters to liven things up and bring a little extra comedy to each scene. It's a fine structure, but it's competing with dozens of other shows that have done it all way better. So just to recap the show so we're all on the same page. The demonic realm is under threat from the angels of heaven, and Masatora Akutsu is tasked with finding a way to protect his world. To accomplish this, he's sent to Earth, where he'll blend in as a human high school student and find a person that can be appointed as a charismatic leader to motivate the people of Hell. What? You want a human to lead the demons in Hell? Is this like all of Hell or just a portion of it? I have to be completely honest here. That's kind of a stupid mission. I mean, is there really not a single demon in Hell worthy to lead them? Do they really need a human? Okay, dude, sure. So anyway, Akutsu finds this cute girl named Amane Lily, who he thinks would be a good leader, like part-time until he can find someone better. He doesn't know this chick. He literally met her a couple hours ago. What I don't understand is why Akutsu is assigned to this monumentally important task of finding a leader for Hell. Now, after watching the show again, there's not a single reason for why he was chosen for this task. We don't even understand where his superior got the authority for this. It's kind of hard to tell what level they're on in the corporate structure of Hell. But nonetheless, Akutsu does a horrible job at finding a leader for Hell because the first person he picks is an angel. I wonder what's going to happen next.
我慢せい。この穴に棒を入れて。少しきついな。ここはこう。
So yeah, after Lily enslaves Akutsu, she fucks him. Credit where it's due. I didn't see it coming, and I've rarely seen anything like it before. So at least it surprised me. By the way, why is this show so fucking obsessed with Lily's lips? Like, sometimes her lips are completely normal, and then they're blaring like the sun. They're as shiny as a marble floor. But yeah, that basically sets up the rest of the show for Akutsu and Lily's adventures. She takes him around like a dog and forces him to help her hunt down other demons. The collar that she puts on him pretty much takes away all agency for his character for the rest of the show, and he just completely gives up on his mission of saving Hell. And freaky shit ensues. To be fair, it is a comedy, and comedies don't need the most complicated plots and consistent characters. But it definitely hurts the show's quality, especially when they try to get more serious during the later half. Character motivation is immensely important, and Akutsu's motivation is kinda non-existent for most of it. Now, the premise and world building of this show are pretty awful, but I have to admit, there's some pretty funny moments in this show. They start plotting against each other to make the other fall for them for reasons. I think it's some cheap form of revenge, but there isn't really any explicitly stated reasons. It just kind of becomes a cycle of revenge. But these small plots are pretty much most of the show. It gets weird in certain areas, but weird in a quirky kind of way. The comedy is where the show excels the most, and it can be pretty entertaining. Like in the first few episodes, they have this whole boxing gag where Lily and Akutsu metaphorically beat each other up by doing cute or attractive things to each other. It's super random, but totally awesome. Another thing great about this show are the side characters. Hiroto is a horn dog, and that's fucking hilarious. He keeps asking Lily out on dates, and she keeps rejecting him. He's meant to be a clown, but at certain times, he has way more depth than either of the main characters. Then there's Yuka, Hiroto's childhood friend. She's kind of crazy and wants to marry Hiroto, and she will kill anyone who gets in her way, which just gives her best girl material. She's also possibly my favorite character because she fucking cooks Lily whenever she sees her. It's a real treat to watch her show up and destroy Lily's world with her insults. Yuka's an all-around mean girl that serves as Lily's rival for some of the show, until they eventually become friends. It's definitely one of the better aspects. I don't know what the show's budget was, but it had pretty good animation, especially during the fight scenes. In episode 4, Lily fights this dog demon, and Akutsu tries to stop them from fighting, so he does some weird gay shit. It's so random and fucking hilarious. He loses his manhood and sings some haiku or something to Lily to stop her from fighting the demon. They basically go back and forth for a little while. This is one of my main problems with the show. I've watched one too many self-deprecating, spineless, meek, submissive little bitch male protagonists in my day. It's kind of annoying. My favorite characters are badasses that had their entire family go up in smoke or had every person they ever loved die. Sasuke Uchiha, Ken Kaneki, Kiyotaka Ayanokoji, Eren Yeager, Killua Zoldyck, Megami Fushiguro, Lelouch Lamperouge, Shoto Todoroki, Sid Kaganu, Ryo Kurokiba, Paul from Pokemon, and the Dark Knight himself, the only other character that could give Batman a run for his money, the god of all dark anime characters. Hey, if you also like these characters, you feel the same way I do about male anime protagonists. We don't like pussies. And the thing about Akutsu, well, he's kind of a pussy. And through the rest of the show, we watch Lily dominate him like the bitch boy he is. I don't care how sacrificial he is or the fact that he tries to save the demon wolf. He's just a timid little shit. But his bitching works out in the end, and he's able to stop Lily and the wolf demon from fighting. After this fight, we learn that Lily actually is not a sadistic little monster. She has a heart because she found the wolf demon a home, but I still don't like her. Actually, let's talk about Lily for a sec. She kind of annoys the hell out of me for the same reason the author thinks she's so cute. She's super bossy to Akutsu, she enjoys belittling others, probably because she's so little, and she's just generally a condescending, pretentious midget. But other than that, she's an okay character. I know a lot of people find it funny and cute to make an attractive tall male protagonist bow down submissively to a short girl, but it really just makes me lose respect for both characters. Sure, it's kind of funny at first, but it just takes away the seriousness from the rest of the show. There's also this hilariously bad exposition dump after the fight of Lily basically proving that she's really a kind person because she was never going to hurt the demon, but it's so obviously forced to show that she's really not a bad person at all. I would have way preferred Akutsu putting it all together in his mind, or maybe asking her a question about the fight that she chooses not to answer. At least then the anime would be showing us something about Lily instead of telling us. But no, we just have to know how good of a person she is. Lips. I fucking love this teacher. I think we can all agree that Department Chief Liz is best girl. I know I shouldn't try to use reason when judging this show, but why doesn't Akutsu just tell Liz that he's enslaved to Lily? Does he want to get out of his situation? Or maybe he just forgets? This is also super random, but Lily's bondage power turns Akutsu gay, so that's pretty cool. Squee. So yeah, the show keeps going with these funny skits between Akutsu and Lily. Like I said before, it's where the anime succeeds most. A lot of the comedy is pretty quirky and unique, so it has that going for it. I also like the scene where Akutsu eats some spaghetti and it unlocks the Rinnegan. I just thought that was cool.
どうしてお前が先生の声が聞こえたんでそうか俺はもうダメだ先生どこも怪我してないっす
Again, this teacher rules. Orochimaru reference. This is one of those scenes that is incredibly random, but is just fucking hilarious in a way I can't explain.
誰だ俺だだから誰だよ俺はお前だ間違ったのにでけえなつまりあの布団には俺を好きな子が寝てるんだな Exactly 完全に理解しているなお前お姫様のお目覚めださあその可愛い顔を見せてくれワクワクドキドキ I don't know about that
Man, I fucking love these references. See if you can spot this one.
くんも意外と楽しそうだしどうしたの
なんでもないよ
そうそれにしてもいい雰囲気だね傍から見てるともうカップルだねなるほど優香ちゃんは天音さんを揺さぶってるわけかあラブラブチュッチュだねやるね
Have you figured it out yet? I will say, the show gets way more interesting when a new character is added. Basically, Lily's sick one day at school, and her avatar comes in to take her place, claiming to be her older sister, Lilia. This teacher is so fucking red-pilled, alpha-pilled, muscular Maxine-based. The avatar is all like, I need to sit in for my sister, and Sensei's all like, get the fuck out. Well, until she glares at him. Anyway, episode 9 is captivating because Lilia is kind of an enigma right now. Last time we saw her, she was trying to kill everyone around her. Now, she's taken advantage of Lily being sick and used that to escape from her. We don't know what she wants or why she came to the school, and the suspense gives the story a desperately needed edge. I don't know what the hell this is, but it's hilarious. I think one of the main reasons this episode is a breath of fresh air is because we learn more about Lilia's past of being Lily's avatar. She's kind of a servant or doll that is influenced by the soul of her master. When I first watched this, it felt reminiscent of a clone or a robot from Star Wars. There's this gray zone about Lilia's consciousness. It's hard to spot if anything she feels is real or if she's just a worse imitation of Lily. Now, not all avatars are aware, as Lilia put it, but Lily allows her to be aware. I don't know if this awareness refers to consciousness or just feeling the same emotions and thoughts as their master, but I prefer to interpret it as receiving consciousness. Lilia's perspective brings a somber tone to an overwhelmingly optimistic anime, and it's a nice change. I know this character was only added to show Lily's backstory, but the character herself is one of the more interesting pieces in this anime. And this scene made me laugh my ass off.
可愛い妹の頼みでしょお願いお姉ちゃん
てめえそれ以上かますと返品せんぞおら
そうだな洗剤は大切だなそれではごゆっくり私
The end battle to this show is a trash fire. Let me explain. Zwei, who is Lily's older brother, comes to bully her. Akutsu sees this and says, not on my fucking watch. Then the boys go at it. Zwei is stronger than Lily, and Lily is stronger than Akutsu, So Akutsu's basically a toy for Zwei to mess around with. Akutsu breaks Zwei's sword, and Zwei calls on what I think is his avatars, which is just quadruplets that look exactly like Lily. I don't know why Zwei does this instead of just killing Akutsu, but he brings Lily over and just starts humiliating her in front of Akutsu for reasons. It just seems a little weird for Zwei to do this unless he's a complete sadist, but we later learn that he's actually not a bad guy, so yeah, I'm confused. I think the author just wanted to show Akutsu and the audience that Lily isn't as perfect as she appears, and wants to make her vulnerable so that Akutsu could ultimately go beast mode and save her, but it just ends up making Zwei look like some weird psychopath, but like he's not. It's a really contrived motivation, and that definitely hurts the immersion during the battle. Zwei's motivation just doesn't make any sense for being this psycho, when we're shown later that he actually cares for Lily. And then this happens.
怪我すんじゃないの。
I have no idea what the hell is going on. According to this show, Akutsu at full power barely stood a chance against Lily, and the show suggests that Zwei is stronger than Lily. So where did he get this power from? Well, the show never actually tells us. There really is no explanation at all where he gets this super demon power. We're just supposed to think that the scene is super badass, but it doesn't make any sense. And then we get some backstory humanizing Zwei, which again doesn't make any sense since he was this sadistic freak just 2 minutes ago that wanted to humiliate Lily in front of a demon, their sworn enemy. Zwei, up until this point, is obviously a horrible guy, and we're not given any reason why we should see him any differently. Whatever, I'm sure he's actually a really sweet guy. And then Zwei gets angry when Akutsu bitch slaps Lily? Like, pick a side, dude. You're okay with tearing off her clothes and humiliating her? But slapping is a step too far? I mean, I guess at least he has standards. So in this crazy plot twist, Lily teams up with her abuser and together they attempt to take down Akutsu. And like, okay, I'm here for the ride, I guess. And then through the power of love, Lily brings Akutsu back to his senses. Gross. Then everyone's happy, and Akutsu and Lily live happily ever after. Fucking libs. So yeah, that's the show. A lot of bad world building, weak character motivations, great animation, and some real gems of comedy. 3 out of 5 stars. Like I said before, it's not bad, but I wouldn't watch it again. Totally random side note. I went to look for some real gems of comedy in the comments section, and apparently that was a stupid idea. Crunchyroll took away all comments. Dude, what the fuck for? I used to scroll through those comments all the time. It was like one of the best parts of watching anime. It really added to the sense of community and just knowing that you weren't alone in watching the show. So I guess Crunchyroll is gonna fall like every other mega corporation. It's really a shame. They used to be so awesome like a decade ago, but now they're turning into every other company, getting rid of any and all types of negativity, even if it's just like 1% of all people that comment. Safe and respectful community environment my fucking ass. What a bunch of pussies. Anyway, thanks for watching.